Welcome to the Round 21 NPL Queensland Highlight Show, where we review the pick of the action from last weekend's fixtures. Now let's catch up with Rafe Griffin as he reviews all the action.
It was a super Sunday of NPL Queensland action, with the first of 5 games coming from the Mellowar complex, where bottom half of the table teams Palm Beach and Far North Queensland Heat met. The Heat first threatening their opponent's goal. Palm Beach were allowed to attack on the counter. And it was Chris Lucas who put the home side ahead on the half hour. On the replay, ball played through for Chris Lucas, and from the edge of the box, puts it past the keeper. Then just 2 minutes later, Lucas was able to get in behind the Heat defence to double the Sharks' lead. Chris Lucas, once again on the edge of the box, calmly putting it into the back of the net. The Heat then missed a sitter. Lucas was on fire for the Sharks as he netted a hat-trick shortly after the break, and this looked to put the match beyond the far Northerners. Once again, Chris Lucas, the ex-Gold Coast United player, showing his class. The Heat were able to win a corner, and from that, Charlie Beverley scored to reduce his side's deficit. Beverley with the free header, and the goal brings Far North Queensland back to 3-1. Lucas continued to threaten the Heat defenders, but it was the Heat to score next. Cameron Morrison, he scored his third in 3 matches, and he gave his side a sniff of a chance of getting a result. Cam Morrison allowed the free header and makes no mistake. Lucas continued to remain in the thick of the action. The Heat unlucky not to bring the match even in this action. Palm Beach recording just their second win of the last half of the season, 3-2 winners over Far North Queensland Heat. Traditional rivals third Sunshine Coast Fire and fourth Brisbane Strikers met at the Sunshine Coast Stadium in a match which was critical to both teams' finals chances. This free kick signalling the Fire's intentions early on. Beshar showed his pace, rounded his man, but put his shot across the face. It was push and shove between the strikers Kyle Lewick-Cahans and noted Fire hardman Paul Arneson, the exchange highlighting the feelings between the two teams. Referee Alan Milliner having to lay down the law. Arneson then sent Beshar away before he frustrated the strikers into conceding a free kick. The free kick in by Arneson, and thankfully for the strikers, it was the woodwork that denied the Fire an opener. Greg King then decided to go from long range. The Fire lucky not to concede from the resulting corner. Chambers was forced off his line. And Alex Barlow, he's already a dangerous force up front. Tempers flared once more, and once again it was Arneson involved. His involvement earned himself a yellow card for the foul on Jonty Richter. Nathan Ryland then got carried away with the mood of the match, picking up a caution for this rash challenge on Leon Dwyer. Early in the second half, Sam Knight was fouled by Tim Walsh. That then set up a free kick for Alex Barlow, and blinded by the mid-afternoon sun, Chambers let the ball slip through his hands for the match opener. On the replay, Barlow puts his ball straight at Chambers, who fails to sight it. Arneson put an inch-perfect ball in for Dwyer. He tried to pass on to Besher. And then a poor clearance from Walsh straight to Besher, and Alex Henderson thought he had no better option than to foul the dangerous Besher inside the box and give away a penalty. On the replay, you can see that Henderson trips up Besher on the edge of the box. Barlow then stepped up for the spot kick. He completed his brace and gave his side a 2-0 lead. Well taken penalty here from Alex Barlow. Ryan Smith upended Johnny Richter to include himself in referee Milner's paperwork for the match. Shea Hughes then also seeing yellow. Arneson couldn't keep himself out of the more controversial moments of the match. Clark Bradford becoming the latest to tangle with him, and referee Milner added to his card collection. A keenly contested match saw the Fire come away victors 2-0 over the Strikers and reverse the result from earlier in the year. Second place Brisbane City were never expecting an easy time of it in Townsville as they took on the 6th place Northern Fury. Matt Stein was tested early, but Antonio Murray gave the visitors the lead on 16 minutes. With the second look, Murray, always clinical, one touch into the back of the net. The Fury immediately looked to hit back. Michael Eisenhutt just couldn't get enough on this header. City were forced into a shot from distance, which almost wrong-footed Fury keeper Dylan Hudson. Reece Kelly passed on for Eisenhutt, and the great turn for Newey Cobbo gave the 17-year-old a chance to fight and score the Fury's equaliser. Eisenhutt with the ball in. Cobbo takes it on his knees, shows his grit, puts away the ball. But if he's not scoring them, Murray helps set them up. This time for Alastair Pace. Murray was fouled, which allowed him to show off his potency from the dead ball. Hudson initially saved, but the rebound fell for Ken Dougal, but quick-thinking defence quickly shut him out. Eisenhutt sliced through the City defence, but disappointingly sent his shot wide. From a corner, Passe put a beautiful shot into the top right corner, giving Hudson little chance and giving City the lead again. The replay shows Alastair Pace picking up the ball, putting it straight into the top right corner. But it was soon back to parity again, as Eisenhutt was rewarded for his hard work. The match at 2-2 shortly before the hour. Eisenhutt with the 1-2. He's on the end of it, slides, puts it past Stein. Pacey then returned the favour in becoming provider for Murray. He then gave City the lead again at 3-2, 15 minutes from time. Alastair Passe Picking up the ball, spots Murray. Jinking run. Ball straight for Murray's head. No mistake. This shot was spilled. Fury recovered. And Fury tried for the third time to get the match back to all level. And continued to pile on the pressure. They were just unable to guide the ball into the back of the net here. But after attacking, trying to find their own goal, Fury were caught on the hop. And Dougal with a deft pass for Murray, who with this goal gave City the vital 3 points, but also took the lead over Tim Smits in the Golden Boot race, taking his season tally to 26 goals. Hint of offside, hard to tell from this angle. Assistant waves it on, little complaint from the Fury defenders after Murray scored. Eisenhut was denied one last shot on goal by the assistant's flag, the match ending Northern Fury 2 versus Brisbane City 4. Fifth place Redlands went to Goodwin Park looking for a win to make their chances of making the finals a little easier against the Premiers-elect Olympic. Denny Byrne fouled early, which gave defender Nick Efstathis the opportunity to convert a rare goal in a goalmouth scramble. Free kick in from Byrne. O'Brien comes out to save it. Ball pushed around in the 6-yard box. Redlands keeper Mitch O'Brien was seeing stars after clattering into the post. He'd see out the first half but be replaced at half-time. Jason Macassaus, always dangerous on the ball, looking for Redlands' equaliser. Replacement Redlands keeper Brad Stout with a long goal kick, headed on by Reuben Way, and Nick Robinson filling in for the absent Graham Fife, steered the ball between Mario Aparicio's legs and put the match back on an equal footing. The flick on by Way. Nick Robinson's able to get round Daniel Crack and put the ball into the net. Macassaus continued to look to put the visitors back into the lead. Jai Ingham tried the spectacular to try and give the home side the lead though. Redlands dominated the second half possession and had shouts for handball waved away in the box by referee Adam Kersey. On the replay, ball cannons into Mundy. Redlands had to be desperate in defence to repel Tim Smits and Byrne. Ingham was launched away, and despite the best efforts of Stout, Olympic were back in front again at 2-1. Classy finish here by Jai Ingham. Steers the ball the right way around the advancing Stout. Redlands kept fighting on. Way unable to put the ball past his former teammate Aparicio. Reuben Way close to earning a penalty, but Kersey deeming the foul occurred just outside the box. On the replay you can just see Reuben Way, yes, probably just on the edge of the box. The free kick was not helpful. It was sent into the next suburb of Fairfield. And full time, Redlands needing to fight for final survival in their remaining two matches, going down to Olympic 2-1. So taking a look at the penultimate round of action, round 21 in the National Premier League's Queensland. Our feature match, the Western Pride 2 versus the Moreton Bay Jets 2. And unfortunately, we're unable to bring you vision of the Queensland Academy of Sport versus the Central Queensland FC Energy, but it was the Energy who defeated the QAS 3-0. Goals in the 84th minute to Kevin Fraser, the 90th minute to Braden Crowley, and in the 3rd minute of injury time, Jordan Miller. We'll aim to bring you vision of that match in next week's highlight show. Palm Beach Sharks 3, Far North Queensland Heat 2. Sunshine Coast Fire 2 in a fiery one, living up to its name against the Brisbane Strikers 0. The Northern Fury going down at home 4-2 to Brisbane City, and Olympic continuing on their charge, defeating Redlands United 2-1. So Olympic still with their 11-point lead out in front of the table. Brisbane City and Sunshine Coast Fire with their wins confirming that they'll be part of finals action. Brisbane Strikers and Redlands United will fight out the remaining final spot, the Strikers with an additional game in hand over the side from Cleveland. Moreton Bay and Northern Fury continue to trade places in the middle of the table, and down towards the bottom it all remains static with the Western Pride in 8th, Palm Beach Sharks 9th, Far North Queensland FC Heat in 10th, Central Queensland FC Energy with their win avoiding the wooden spoon, and the QAS bringing up the rear on 8 points. And before getting to round 22, there'll be a round 18 catch-up match at the Cleveland Showgrounds on Wednesday the 14th of August at 7:30 as the Redlands United take on the Palm Beach Sharks. Round 22, and on Saturday night, a desperate Redlands United visits Brisbane City at Spencer Park. Central Queensland FC Energy and Palm Beach Sharks meet in Rockhampton. The Far North Queensland Heat take on the Sunshine Coast Fire, and in a couple of exciting developments, the match will be played at Stratford's home ground and will also be streamed live on the internet through Ustream. Moreton Bay Jets take on the QAS at Walter Park. And on Sunday, a rare Sunday afternoon match for the Brisbane Strikers against the Northern Fury, 3 o'clock at Perry Park, and Olympic take on the Western Pride 5 p.m. at Goodman Park, where they'll be presented with their Premier's Trophy. And remember, you can join the conversation in our social media accounts, facebook.com/NPLQLD and on Twitter @NPLQLD. Until next week, enjoy your football.